pops up and makes me say that
Got
I
it.
consent.
I got it. Or whatever it says, right? Like,
It's got it in big blue. It's like,
yeah.
okay, girl, it's
Or
okay. I consented. This isn't a secret. It's fine. Thank you,
or like you get kicked out of the Zoom if you don't consent.
though. She's like, get the fuck out then.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Right Amount of Unhinged podcast, the podcast where a couple best friends talk about whatever we want. I'm still depressed. So
I'm still depressed.
I was informed that there was a retrograde of some sort, so maybe that's why.
I told her to, anytime you feel bad, you just have to text your local white girl, your favorite white girl, and find out which planet is doing this to me. And she found out it's not her fault. It's retrograde and it's brutal. My life has been horrible this whole time, but it ends in a couple days. So yay.
So that's good. I also got a haircut, so that helps tremendously because I don't have to deal with my hair.
Yeah.
Um, but anyways, so depression aside, there are two topics that I was handed prior to this recording.
I was requested to provide topics, and honestly, she acts surprised every time they're fucking unhinged, as if she doesn't know who I am. So I presented the two things that my broken brain could come up with right now, and it's mostly because I encountered both of them 20 minutes before we agreed to record.
I mean, we can talk about the Mother's Day one. It is when we are recording, Mother's Day is in 2 days. So when this is out, it'll be a couple weeks out, but still pretty
topical for when we're recording, which is really all that fucking matters to me because I can't think that far ahead.
Right. So so dog moms, is that what? Do you have a
Yeah. I don't have examples because it happens all the time and I see it literally everywhere and it's the funniest shit.
Okay.
So with Mother's Day being so close, I figured, I own a lot of, I've been gifted like sweatpants, t-shirts, sweatshirts, all shit that say dog mom, because I take owning my dog very seriously. And it's kind of one of the like core tenets of me as a person is my love for my first son and now my second son who is sleeping here that you probably can't see. But I have dogs, I'm white, and I'm very obsessed with them, and I take it very seriously to be their mother. So I wear dog mom shit like all the time because I'm cool with it. I like it. It doesn't bother me. It's the only kind of mom I'll ever be, and that's fulfilling in a way for me.
Uh-huh.
But some people find it borderline fucking offensive, I guess, and they lose their fucking minds over shit that says dog mom. Like I see it on people's screenshots from dating app. Bad Bastion learned the window. Hi, that's okay, go ahead. And now he climbs and stands there and looks at it. It's really cute. But I have seen people like screenshots from people that they encounter on like Bumble and Tinder and shit where straight men are like infuriated. They're like, you're not a dog mom. You own a dog. If you say dog mom, if you own anything that says dog mom, if you in any way find dog mom endearing, fucking do not swipe on me. Do not talk to me. Do not look at me. And like, they get like, and then human breeders that have their own like human spawns, they also get very offended by dog mom stuff I've encountered, and they like have to like own this like upper echelon of like exhaustion and being a parent, and like no one else is allowed to touch that.
Oh, I see. It's an elitist mindset between the dog parents and the human parents. I see. Or just humans, I guess. I don't know.
Humans, I guess.
So as someone with a dog, I don't call him my son. He's my roommate.
He's my roommate.
Which makes us a slightly different, but I also like I don't get why people are offended by the dog mom situation, whatever we have here. Because like I mean he is like an infant. I still have to take care of him like a parent, but he's not my child. Like I don't like, you do you. I'll do
my children are born from me. I don't care.
Right, like, you and Aaron say the same thing. I'm just like, no, that's my roommate. Like, he's cool. Like, I just have to take care of him because he's like an infant. But again, like, to your point, like, I don't know why people are getting offended. I also I'm not offended when you're like, oh, best fucking mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're shit with human babies. Like just like again with anything, like,
you know what I am offended by when Not by that. I'm not offended by you. You're fine. I am offended when people like post on like Instagram about their kids and then like write in the comment or like comment the post as their child.
Oh, I hate
As
that.
like a that's gross. I'm offended
Do you
personally,
hate that
honestly.
when like dog parents do that? Because I
Yes,
also
that's
hate
fucking
that.
weird. Yeah,
I hate
dude,
that
that's
shit.
weird. They're
Like stop
not
that.
responding to it. Or like when they say like pouring, like no, it's fine. Like it's fine. Like you don't have to make it like a
I'm gonna
funny
go
little play
sleep
on
now.
words. It's fine. Look, be a dog mom. That's cool. Be a cat mom. Be a fucking bird mom. I don't give a shit. Like who cares? You are if you want to identify that, caregiving that you're providing as a sense of motherhood, then like it is if you treat it that way. You know, I treat the dogs like they're my children. My entire schedule revolves around them. I don't do anything that may upset them. I literally cater to their existence as if they're children because they are for me. Oh.
Yeah. And going back to the I can't even say it. The parents like bullshit.
Parent, my
Ugh.
human, HOOMAN, my
Ugh.
human parent, and it's like, nope, that's okay. That's okay. My dogs know me as mom. They if they're asked where's mommy, they come in and they find me instantaneously. You know why? Because it's just cute and it makes me happy. So what does it matter? But some people, it matters big.
Um uh mm, I just it really is like a white thing.
Yeah, 100%,
Like it
100%.
really is like a white thing. I mean, you couldn't also catch like um for me, right, a Filipino saying that they're I mean, maybe. I'm not sure. Not really. That
I feel like it's
they're
a
like
very millennial thing. Like white women
yeah.
are definitely the most outspoken about it because like white women. But like I feel like it's a very millennial thing.
Yeah, no, that's true. I don't see anyone from generation above us saying that. Even Gen Z kids, I don't even think they're at that point where they're like, "Nah, that's like my dog." You know, like that's
Hmm.
just like my whatever. Um, no, I think it is really a millennial white person thing. But also, like, I still don't get why people are offended. Like,
I feel like so being in like a lot of child free spaces, like on the internet, obviously not in real life. I try not to leave my house in real life. I touched grass and got COVID, so like I don't leave the house if I don't have but like people with kids will like chime in on these child free spaces and be like angry. And I think it's because like they see child free people and they like, I feel like because they don't have validation in their choices with that group, they get like really mad.
100%. Yeah, because because I am also child free, period. Like, I'm just not. Yeah, they do get very upset
Don't lick the rug.
when
That's weird.
they get, no, it's fine. They do get very upset when the choice that I we have is to not have children because it just doesn't make sense to them. But also like to our point, like I don't know why you have children. But we're not saying like ugh, like gross. Like, we're just like
I 100% am. I have an adult friend who told me they were pregnant. My first reaction, I had to stop my brain from going, oh no. I was like, oh, yay. Like, you love this. That's so great for you. Please don't ever make me touch it until it's like less damp and sticky and can like
of
do
gross.
things on its own. I think
Hmm.
having kids is gross and like that's fine. I don't go to a place where I expect children to exist and get angry that they're present, but people with children go to spaces that like should not have children present and get like angry that they're not like welcomed with open arms with their little fucking crotch goblin.
Uh I had a thought, then it left. Um and I just don't know why people just leave each other alone. Like leave us alone and I'll leave you alone. But if you're in my fucking space, like adhere to whatever space I'm giving you. That's crazy. I mean, like again, like especially like white men having these opinions. Just like white
Dude, it's
men.
wild. They get so aggressive and mad about it. They have, like, I have seen countless, like Bumble and Tinder profiles where these men are like in like big bolds. They're like, you are not a dog mom. You own a dog. And it's like, my guy, why are you so upset about it? Like, you're not a mom. You're not capable of being a mom. So, like, why does it so deeply affect and offend you if someone that you don't know does. And then like to the point that like you are actively trying to get someone to have sex with you, and your intro to people is like, don't fucking talk to me if you do this.
Well, if we want to go into the dating app conversation, right? Like people out there are just fucking thirsty for sex, obviously. Obviously, it's just hookup culture on these dating apps, whether or not you like that or not. Um, and they truly, I think it's number one for attention, right? Like that vicious comment or vicious, about me bio section, whatever. And then people will bite. Like, like regardless, like if it's like offensive to some people, people are gonna fucking like, especially white women, they're gonna say something and
They're
gonna
gonna
end up
match to argue.
they're gonna match to argue and it's gonna be fucking brutal for the both of them because they're gonna end up like hooking up. Like it's like,
That's they're gonna end up hooking up. And like that's just so wild because like you're gonna have preferences. It's fine, but to like aggressively, specifically like marginalize and remove a group of people and be like, don't talk to me, you're scum and you're embarrassing. Like
I have guys match with me, and I specifically, I'm on my phone to look at what I actually have on Hinge. I'm just like, you should not go out with me if you want children. It saves me the time, literally, like flat out. So people will literally match with me, and be like, "Well, I want children." I'm like, "All right."
cool. I'm glad we wasted this
I'm
time.
like,
Thank
but I
you.
don't, like, or like they'll like me or whatever and have that comment. I'm like, okay,
Well, like that's
like,
different because like I
right.
feel like that's just men thinking that like they're
They can
better and they can
change
like
your mind.
convince you. Yeah,
I've
like you
had,
don't really mean no.
yeah, I've had yeah, exactly. I've had a lot of guys talk to me, trying to talk me out of it. I'm like, you don't know me. Like, and also, I don't know you. If you want to fucking have children, then go have children somewhere else because I don't want
My
any.
guy, if you want to get pregnant and have a baby, like then go do that.
Yeah. See you
You have
later.
every available option to do so. You can
Yeah.
go get tons of surgery and like I'm sure someone can figure out how to medically implant something so that you can go through a pregnant. If it is so important to you, then go get pregnant.
Yeah, go get, yeah, exactly. So, but I mean, uh, again, it's obviously not the same thing with like the dog mom thing, but like, who cares? Like, what, why? Like, why is this energy
You're
even being exuded out into the fucking world? You know?
or like, you know who else hates dog moms? The like crunchy
Crunchy,
beige Instagram moms. The like
crunchy.
all monochromatic earth
Oh,
tone
I
moms.
immediately had an Instagram profile like pop up in my head. Like I always use beige and white.
Like yeah, exactly. Like they have all like wooden beige, plain like children's toys and like
Yeah.
plain beige like children's clothes. Like they're very, very on the like aesthetic for their baby, and like
They
that's
shop at
great. But like,
IKEA. Like it's
yeah,
minimalistic,
like they
like,
get
as someone that shops at IKEA, like come on, like
shops at
yeah.
IKEA.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
They
Right.
hate dog moms and like they think they have this like monopoly on like being
A mother.
maternal and like caring for something, and it's like I don't know why it upsets you so deeply, babe. Like, I'm mostly just tired because I have chronic illness issues and depression. But like, I'm also very tired because I have two dumbass dogs running around my house at all times. And like, that's fine. It doesn't have to be the same kind of tired because you decided to have a baby.
It is always like a one up game with white women. White people. Sorry. I'm not just excluding men. Sorry. It's
Maria really said, like, fuck this Mother's Day conversation. We're just going to talk about white women having to be.
as someone that literally just got out of therapy like a few hours ago, I like took a nap in between therapy
I
and
took a
this,
nap.
and like a portion of my topics in therapy revolve around white people. Like I'm just like resentful against,
I'm so glad you do a podcast with a white woman. You do two podcasts with white women.
which is absolutely batshit crazy. Which is absolutely batshit crazy on my behalf. You guys have exemptions, clearly. If
Have exemptions.
obviously like obviously like I'm doing this because like you're exempt from this like white people conversation.
I am her token white girl.
Yeah, and so is the other one. So in other aspects. So what was I saying?
White women need to one up.
Oh, because of white people. Because like again, your tired is a different tired that we're fucking experiencing. Are you mentally ill? Like, do you have depression? This is a completely different tired than like you wanting to have a child and now you have one and you're tired because you now have a fucking child that you wanted. Like it's a different tired.
By the way, you said, "Do you have depression?" And immediately my brain conjured up the old like Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel like word art that used to pop up
Yeah, the
that you
the
can make like
clipping.
with the wavy with the
Yeah.
like blue in the background. Like I just
Oh
saw,
yes.
"Do
Oh,
you
the
have
part
depression?"
in
So I
that
hope
font.
that we can get that
Yeah, out
across
there.
the screen here
Yeah, I'll
for
try
that
and
because my
figure it
brain
out.
immediately conjured it, and it might be necessary to my absolute survival that that exists on this.
Okay. All right. Well, if I edited this correctly, you probably saw on the screen. Um, do you have depression?
Do you have depression,
No, but for real
Susan?
though. For real though, right? Fucking Mackenzie, if you were thinking about like fucking
Mackenzie.
like millennials that are like dealing with this shit, like I'm sorry that you decided to have a child and you can't fucking figure it out. Our parents figured it out and they were tired, but I'm pretty sure they weren't like, look at this fucking idiot saying that their dog is, their child. Like, get over it.
Like,
Get
just
over it.
stay in your own lane and like just if you're so fucking tired and you're so worried about your own baby, don't fucking worry about if mine is a human or not and live your own life. I'm a fucking furry. I got fucked up my monster kink and all that shit. If I want the dog to be my kid, the dog's my kid. There are significantly worse things about me to harp on and be angry about
Yeah, but
than
the
the fact
most
that I call dogs my children.
well, that's the most like outwardly thing that you say that you have on your social media half the time. So the other stuff is just privy to this podcast apparently.
I don't know. I outed the fuck out of myself at work the other
Did
day.
you?
We were like having a fucked up conversation about some shit. I don't even know. But I think we were making fun of one of the guys who is on like dating stuff or whatever. And he was like joking about having an OnlyFans, but it's just pictures of dogs. And I was like, I told you not to call it pup play.
Uh,
And he keeps wondering why it brings a different crowd. And like four people at my job were like, what does that mean? I went, oh no, oh no, oh
well,
no, I've gay out, internet outed myself far too much. I was like, I do not participate in pup play. It was just funny. I
I
was like,
mean,
full
you
disclaimer, not into it. Don't own the mask. It's just funny to make fun of.
I don't even I can already understand what that is, but I mean you outed yourself. You do this all the fucking time.
I
I'm
do
like,
this all the time.
why do you do this?
It's because I forget, like, I'm so much in my own little fucked up corner of the internet with all of these people that it's just an echo chamber. So I come out of it and like forget that this is not the normal world. And I'm like, yeah, and I just say fucked up shit out loud. And I'm like, right, wrong
You
demographic. Correct.
truly are on a different side of the internet than I am because like
Yes.
and this is again why there's no fucking real reality at this point because of the internet. Like there ain't no fucking what is real anymore. For some
Fucked if I
people,
know.
well, for some people it's not dog parents, obviously.
Yeah. And like they're
Obviously.
so angry. I saw, and like I wish it was like recent enough that I could like link it to provide it for you. But like it was some chick like bugging out at like a Target or some shit because they had like a dog mom section, and she
Right.
like lost her ever living shit about it and was like so deeply offended
Yeah.
by its existence. She's like, they're not moms, they bought a dog.
They're probably the same type of Karen that like hates the pride section at Target.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Live Laugh Lesbian is a shirt this year. Have you seen the
Dude,
Pride collection?
bro, yes, that green jumpsuit that just says gay across the back. I'm like, a little bit want it.
Of
It's the
course you
ugliest thing
do.
I've ever seen. I love it so much. I want to live in it. A little, it's the most horrifically ugly thing. I love it so much.
The
I love it
Pride
so much.
the Pride collection at Target is like is such great
It's always so
great market
bad.
great marketing for people to like
Man.
go into Target just to see it.
Just to go to Target. Cause like you'll leave
Yeah.
buying shit because like it's
It's
Target.
Target.
But
You're
like
gonna
you'll go
yeah.
there, However, I will say their shining item this year, their one successful item is a mug that just says gender fluid. That's really funny. That's actually good. So
That's
they
actually
nailed
pretty.
it on that one. That's great.
That's good.
I was like, I wish
Well,
this applied to me. I love it.
oh my God. That's actually pretty funny. I wonder if they actually intended that or if it just happened. Like,
You can never know at
you
Target. They were
never
either
know.
very successful or they were accidentally successful. Either
Right,
way,
right.
what a great mug. I hope it sells out, and I hope that every gender fluid human being goes and gets that mug because it's amazing. Bow to
Hmm.
your fucking capitalist gods and buy that mug because it's incredible.
Yeah, for
And
a
I'm about it.
retail price of 19.99, go buy that
Yeah,
fucking mug.
yeah, whatever. I'm drinking out of a Starbucks cup that I use for water. This was $20 tumbler. I don't give a shit. Money's fake.
Money is fake. I don't
Nothing means
understand it.
anything. I'll give all my money to Target. Who gives a fuck? Whatever. Corporations are bad. Sure, they are. But you know what? Fleeting joy is worth it. And when you survive in crippling depression and anxiety, you take what you can get.
My therapist for next session. Now this is therapy talk because again, Fridays are apparently now my therapy days with my new therapist, which is gonna suck for this podcast. Sorry, y'all.
It's going to be fun, though.
Um, she's like, next session, you should do an anxiety and depression test. I'm like, fuck my life.
Woo.
I guess that'll be fun. So, to your point, mentally ill people, we don't give a fuck about if corporations are bad or not. Just give me something shiny and new, and I'll be preoccupied for 10 minutes.
I derive joy from living in my fucking dragon horde. And I'm going to just keep going out. Like, for example, the new Legend of Zegend came out today on this May the 12th. And I don't fucking want to play it. But you know what I did? I bought it.
Oh.
I
Oh.
really enjoyed. I spent a lot of hours in the first one running around on the horses and collecting horsies.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only thing I like about Legend of Legend as a series. If you offer me a Legend of Legend game where I can't ride a pony,
Mm.
I don't want to play it. So I bought this one to see if I can again spend hours running around on horsies. Like that's it. I play the game far enough to get the horses, and then I spend literal hours just getting horses. Just living my
Yeah.
little horse girl dreams. That's it. Just
Capitalism.
collecting horses. That's it. Bought a $70 fucking game that I don't really want to play at all because I need to know that if I scan one of my amiibos, if Epona is going to show up in this one. And if she does, I love her so much. I'm a simple girl with simple tastes.
Truly. Because no, thank you this time around. I haven't bought a video game since Hogwarts Legacy. Oh, I said the name of the
Ooh,
fucking video game.
it's okay. I think we're far enough beyond now the like seething, foaming
Okay.
hatred that we can admit that we both bought and played the fuck out of Hogwarts
Nope.
Legacy.
We both bought.
We both bought. One of us played the fuck out of.
Yeah, and I'm still reeling about me being the most excited out of everyone that I know and not being able to play it. So I'm trying to get out of that.
If it helps any, I did not get very far in the game. I only got far enough to get the animals that I want, and now I just have animals and just spend all of my time doing that.
You still got farther than me because I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know.
So, anyways, before I spiral, dog people.
Dog moms.
I don't even know what else to say on that matter.
But like even some dog people, like people that own dogs, like get really angry about the whole dog mom thing. They're like, it's just a dog. And it's like for you. And like that's fine. Why does it bother you if it's not just a dog for me? Why does it bother you so deeply if it fulfills a significant role and void for me? I don't want to be a human mother, but I do want to be a mother. I have a lot of love, I have a lot of feelings, I have a lot of emotions, and I like to share those with things.
Uh-huh.
And a dog is great. Because you
Right.
know what I can't do is put a baby in a little tiny prison, lock them in it, and then go to Target for an hour and a half. But you know what I can do with my dog son is put him in a little box, close it, and leave for 2 hours and come back. And then you know what happens? He's thrilled. I don't think babies love that experience, but my dog son does. And I love them desperately. And I have always wanted to be a mother figure thing and to love and cherish and nurture something, but never has that desire been involving a human being because I don't like those.
Um, well, I think to your initial point, I think people just they're not fulfilled. So if you are fulfilled, they'll just come after you because then they get jealous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
Um,
like I feel like it's also got to be because like a human baby is significantly more expensive than a dog, I would assume. I would make assumptions
assume
that
it's like a six
shitting in
figure
a paper bundle is like crazy expensive.
it's like a six fucking figure like job, expense.
Yuck.
Yeah, to
No,
like,
thank you.
to like get them through till, college. Like it's definitely six figures at this point.
No, thank you. I don't
Yeah.
have an attention span long enough for that. I have an attention span long enough for 15 to 18 years. And that's how long a dog lives. Yeah, that's how long any of my animals live in my life is 13 to 18 years is how long I get to keep them. And if like I said, if I find fulfillment in being a parent to something that exists and grows from being a baby to an adult, what does it matter if it is, and like, who fucking cares?
They do because
They do.
they're not
They're
fulfilled with
not
their
fulfilled
life.
by their little fucking gremlin.
They're not
Their
fulfilled.
little
They're yeah. Again, like it's truly just like with any discrimination of any sort, like there's no rhyme or reason. People are just mad.
people are just mad. And it's just, to me, it's just the funniest thing. Cause like, I don't know. I feel like on paper, theoretically, mothers of anything would be like happy to have that connection. But like, they do not.
Which
That is
probably,
incorrect.
which probably honestly means you probably shouldn't be a mother.
Yeah, honestly, if you get
That's
angry
if you get angry about
about
other
these kinds of
people.
things,
Yeah, like
yeah.
I think that's just telling of like a lot of people shouldn't be parents.
Well, yeah, that's a whole thing.
I mean, yeah, that's a whole conversation that we have offline already. Like, so
It was significantly harder for me to adopt my fucking 45-pound, 5-month old dog than it is for me to like have a baby. I could just have a baby. No one stops you. You just tell people like I'm gonna have a baby, and like they don't fucking care if you have your own house or if you live with 9 other people. They think that's great. They're like, absolutely, yes. You live in a hovel and you can't afford anything it to exist at all, and you haven't had health insurance in 6 years. You should absolutely have a small baby. You have countless domestic calls about you from you and your partner because you both beat the shit out of each other. Absolutely, you should have a baby. But you want to adopt a dog, and they're like, you don't have a fenced in yard.
yeah, it is difficult.
You you live in an upstairs apartment, and
Yeah.
you want to have a dog. You want to have a dog?
Mm-hmm.
That absolutely no, absolutely no. You leave your house 3 times a week for 3 hours? No, you shouldn't have a dog. No, you have too many social obligations. No, absolutely not. They're just like, you haven't worked a full-time job in 10 years. You've never owned more than $1,000 in your bank account at any given time. You should have 2 kids, probably.
Yeah, they'll fulfill your needs.
You should just stay pregnant for the next 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, again, a lot of people shouldn't be parents, and then we get, scrutinized for having dogs or pets or whatever. Um, and it's just like, but you're not even mentally sane to even caretake something, let alone someone. Like if you can't even like have a pet and keep them alive, like you shouldn't have like a child.
Like, people, when I was adopting a second dog, people were like, "You're getting another dog?" Like, so shook by like the workload this is going to present to my life. And I'm like, if I told you I was pregnant, you'd be thrilled. There would not be a moment's thought in your head where you're like, "Oh, that's a lot of work." Like, "Oh, that's a lot that's going to happen. You guys are going to have a baby." But like, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going to get another dog." People are like, "Ooh, are you sure? Like, you're ready for that commitment? Like, it's a big commitment. That's a lot. You already have a dog." But like, nobody has that conversation when somebody's like, "I'm gonna pop out another human." They're just like, "Oh my god, yes, fuck it up, do it."
Yeah, I mean,
I hope you have twins.
get it over with.
Wild to me, wild. And then those people that like are like that have kids and then like honestly like regret it. I like
Without saying that
their
they regret it.
anger.
Yeah.
Yeah, like their anger at dog mom stuff I get because my life is so much easier than like as a person that chooses to refer to themselves as a dog mom. My life is significantly easier than a human being that decides to have be a human mom to human babies. So like Their hatred, I understand. That's just pure. That's just pure jealousy.
It's just pure resentment on like the fact that you can make a choice.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I can still go on vacation with very little planning. I can still just I can call my mother and be like, "You're getting 2 dogs for a weekend. Have fun."
Yeah. Yeah.
That doesn't work out so great with like human babies. There's like a lot more planning that goes into that. Or you can bring them with you, which like, ooh, way to fuck up a vacation. Bring a baby. I love traveling with my baby. Why? Or you're like just lying, obviously.
You're just lying.
That's just obviously a lie. You love packing up a toddler and packing an additional 4 bags to have things for a toddler. You love having a small human that gets exhausted in like 7 minutes, that can't enjoy anything because they don't understand. It's like when people bring a 3-year-old to Disney. The fuck do they know? They don't like it. They're not having a good time. They're tired.
I don't know, didn't your mom do that? Because my mom did that too.
No,
Sorry, were you like 5?
I went to Disney. I was like 5 or 6.
Okay.
I was old enough to understand
Oh, that's good
like
because
what was happening.
my dad last time we went to Disney, he was like, oh yeah, brought you when you were like 3. I was like, why did you bring me when I
What's
was
the
3?
point? What a waste of money. What a waste of money. They don't understand.
I know, but my parents had fun apparently. My aunt was with them. That's all that mattered.
And
I asked
like
my dad,
that's fine.
you guys have fun though? They were like, yeah, we had a blast. I'm like, that's all that fucking matters.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But like I mean the ones that are like bitter. The like ones that like you see at Disney and they're like miserable pushing around a stroller and like the child's
Oh
like
yeah.
screaming, crying, and they're like, "Why aren't you having fun? We did this for you." And it's like, first of all, they didn't fucking ask for this. They don't understand.
They didn't ask me alive, girl.
Like they don't understand that you spent $10,000 to bring them to this very large, overstimulating park and expected them to stay up for 12 hours when
hmm
they don't normally do that
hmm
and they don't normally have this level of stimulation.
hmm
You were just like, yeah, figure the fuck out, kiddo. What do you mean you don't love this? And it's like, you probably should have waited a few years, or you
Yeah.
probably shouldn't have had a baby, but like, whatever. I'll speak more specifically to the situation in that you probably shouldn't have taken them to Disney.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, being a parent, human, I mean, both. Any parent is there's a part where it's very selfish, right?
100%.
Um, but I think with human, like babies, there's also like a narcissism aspect and just like an aspect of like if this child doesn't turn out the way that I wanted to turn out, then they resent it. Not resent it. Well, some parents do. Let's be
Oh,
real here.
well, I would
Well,
say resentment's a fine choice of a word because, like,
yeah.
100% yes.
Yeah, yeah. So, what with if you will, dog parents, I don't think there's anything that like or just animal parents. I don't think there's anything that their animal, for the most part, can do that will cause any resentment. For the most part, I'm just not gonna generalize
So, like,
all dogs
I'm
or
I'm almost gonna
animals.
like sort of agree because like I feel like the people that have like reactive dogs, like those are the only people I've really encountered that like have animals and like resent them at some point. Is people with like really reactive
Right,
dogs that they have
right.
to
And
like
they don't know
muzzle,
what
do a lot
to.
of
Yeah,
work, and
yeah.
like even the ones that they do everything for them, it doesn't matter. Some dogs are just
They're just like
reactive and
that.
are just broken in that aspect. But I feel like the ones that end up with resentment are the people that like own a dog. But the dog moms that have reactive dogs, there is nothing. God can't touch them. Nothing can do. They are ready. They're like everything for my baby, like whatever they need. They won't resent them because they're like they're having a hard time, and I'm gonna dedicate my entire life to making sure that the next 7 years of this dog's existence is everything fulfilling that it could be. And like they like put their all into it. I have rarely seen a parent so dedicated as a white girl that calls herself dog mom with reactive pit bull. There is nothing more giving than a white girl with a reactive
Jesus.
pit bull that calls herself a dog mom. She will do everything for that dog. She will die before that dog has an even difficult 7 minutes of life.
It's
And they
true
don't get
though.
angry at that dog.
Yeah.
They are like, it's not his fault that he just shredded a human being and like their entire family. It's not his fault. It's my fault. I was unprepared for the stimulation. And like, I should have known that car was going to backfire 4 streets over, and I should have provided for him.
No, I mean, you're right though, right? Like, whereas their counterparts with the human babies, forget
Yeah,
it.
and then you get like a you get like a bitter white mom with like an autistic kid that gets
Oh,
overwhelmed from like
yeah.
overstimulation, and they're like yanking them and they're like, why can't you be normal?
That and it's so fucking awful because like I mean, you see it all the time. Even when
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to fucking see it and you're at again a Target and it happens, you're like,
Yep.
"Oh, that poor kid."
Yeah, you just gotta watch emotional. You just sometimes walk into people's emotional abuse. You just sometimes walk into a kid's trauma, and you're like, I'm so sorry that you'll have to talk about that in therapy in 20 years, bud. But like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. But no, I mean, I don't know. Like they
like that's the same mom that turns around and is like, you're not a dog mom, you just have a dog.
right. But one can argue that you're not even like being a mom. So it's like, I mean, again, they're just angry people. They're truly just angry people that just need hatred in their world to like, to like deflect.
Yeah.
Like that's what that is, unfortunately, for people. I don't know.
My mother and I are spending Mother's Day together with my sons, who
Hmm.
she very obsessively refers to as her grandchildren. And she's like, oh, well, she's like, I'm so excited because she's going to have both the boys there for the first time together with her cats and like us together. And she is thrilled. She's like, I got new toys. I got new bowls. Like this woman has like gone into grandma mode in a way that she absolutely would not have if it had been human spawn that I decided to have. I could call that woman right now and be like, I'm so sorry. I need you to come get Baz, which is the younger dog. I need you to come get him right now. Like, we have something happening and like I can't leave him alone long enough, like that long. Please come back up. She'd be like, I'm on my fucking way. That girl would speed down. She would cut that 45-minute drive down to 32 to come get this dog. If I had a human baby and called her and was like, I need you to take this child for like a day, she'd be like, work.
Yeah,
So busy right now.
right.
I have a cough and I'm sick, and I just she
Yeah.
would try to find any way out of it.
And honestly, for the most part, most people will do the same thing. It's like, oh, like, if I needed how to like somewhere, I'd be like, dude, can you like take him? Like
I am literally playing dog rotation to take your dog for a weekend. If you had a human baby, I'd be like, oh, for a weekend?
yeah.
Like the whole weekend? Like, oh my God.
Well, thank goodness we don't want children. Because God forbid, nope, sorry.
I'm sending my oldest son to his grandmother's house for the weekend. Your son will be with my youngest.
My roommate, but yeah, you can call him my
Your
son.
roommate will be with my children.
Everyone's
I'm
called
like,
him
okay, like let's make
my child.
sure my child. And you're like, no. Um, I'm like already planning out. I'm like, okay, like I just need to know like when and how he eats, how much, like don't forget his food. Like, do you want to bring a certain toy? Make sure you give me a shirt that hasn't been washed yet of yours so he feels comfortable. Like, I'm fucking right. If this was a human child, I'd be like, I fucking guess. What does it need? Did you buy like food for
Yeah.
it here? Meanwhile, I'm like, do you need me to like go to Petco and like pick up food for like my house for him instead of you having to pack anything up? Like,
No, my dog is bougie. He's on Farmer's Dog, so like he's bougie as
hell yeah,
fuck.
I would go buy it. I don't care.
No, and like he's very tired today. We had a doggy play date because that's what white people do. Um,
Not
um,
me. Not when you have a reactive dog, they don't.
but he was the smallest one of the bunch, so that was very fun for me to watch because he did get thrown into the fucking grass yesterday multiple
No.
times. Yeah. There's like a few dogs that were like, 80, 90 pounds, and him with his fucking fluff of 30, 35 pounds. There's a 10-month-old little baby. She was like 40 pounds. I'm like, how do you're being outweighed by everyone here. Including one adorable dog who is he has 3 legs, so he's in like a wheelchair type thing.
Oh,
So cute.
I saw that in the video and I was like,
Yeah. Yeah,
hello.
he's so cute. But this one, very bougie, but is also ripping apart. He ripped apart a couple sweatshirts. I was like, well, I guess I can't.
Ooh.
It's fine. So now I'm like, oh, dude, like now I can't leave like clothes around. I actually have to like be a human and an adult and like put away my clothes. I'm like, this is annoying.
Yeah, I have depression. I can't do this.
Oh my God, yeah, I had like if you're tired, you parents, I'm fucking tired too. Shit, like I'm fucking tired. When I have depression, I don't want to fucking do anything. There's dishes
Nope.
piled up right now. Like
Hmm.
I actually had to do laundry and put it away the same day. I was like, I hate this.
I hate this. Meanwhile, I have a load of laundry on the floor in the den. I have a load ready to go in the washer. And I have a load sitting in the dryer that is done. And I'm just like, I can't. I can't. It'll fucking stay there. I'm
Yeah.
washing dishes as I need them. If they're necessary, they're getting cleaned. If they are unnecessary, they are simply waiting.
Yeah. It's
There's just a stack of cups. I'm like, they'll fucking wait.
yeah, the only thing I wash right now is his shit.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, well, I can do two bowls.
I get up at 6 a.m., let both fucking idiots outside, wash their bowls and their water bowls, get that ready because they can't have the same water bowl. So I have to wash those. And
Painful. But human parents have it worse.
they have it so much worse.
So much
And I
worse.
like
They have to wake
when
up every
they're like,
hour.
you don't know what it's like to wake up through the night. And it's like, bitch, I've had puppies. Yes, I do. Girl, yes, I do. They cannot sleep through the night either.
Yeah, especially when they're an anxious mess. It's just like, well, I'm awake, I guess.
I also have to get up and take them to the bathroom. Baby, you ain't special. The difference is I can put mine in a little fucking see-through box and be like, okay, bye.
See you later.
I'm
See-through
allowed to do that. It's not frowned upon.
see-through box. There are some people that frown upon crate training, which is weird.
Oh, 100%. People get so mad about crate training. They call it
Because they
prison.
probably because they probably do it
Um,
wrong.
exactly, because they treat the crate like it's a bad thing. And it's like, dude, both of my dogs now go to their crate. Like they go to their crates on their own. They are overstimulated. They are tired. They want their own space. They go to their crates and they go lay in them. I don't have to close them, nothing. They just go put themselves down because they need to shut off and they need a break. And
Hmm.
dogs require that. So they have giant double XL crates that I think Bastion's gonna outgrow.
That's fun for you.
He has the crate the same. You've seen Tucker's crate. It's fucking
Yeah, it's a
huge. He has the same crate and he's already like
trying to like,
almost bigger than it.
well,
And I'm like, I don't have space for a bigger crate than this. And I did a puppy weight calculator because, like, weight. I
mm-hmm.
also got the email today that his DNA test arrived, so they're starting testing on it, so I can find out what breeds he is because
Mm,
white.
white.
But like this dog could be over 100 pounds, and I'm like,
He's literally gonna outweigh you.
I wasn't ready for that. I thought this dog was gonna be like 80 something pounds. I was like, right, like like he'll
Oh,
be a little bigger than Tucker. Like that's
absolutely not.
perfect.
As soon as you said that
But
he was like 45 pounds 5 months, I was like, this dog's gonna be like 120 fucking pounds. Like,
I don't know. So like I don't know because he grew very rapidly coming into my house because he got like nutritious food and like that's what like puppies do. You remember how tiny Tucker was and then he fucking expanded because
mm-hmm,
he got like nutritious food and he got like good care. So like they like rescue dogs like that they tend to like be smaller and then like explode and then their growth like slows down. So
mm-hmm.
like I'm hopeful that like he's gonna cap out around like 85. Like he'll hit 90 when he's a little chunky in the winter because I'm lazy and it's cold. But like, no, this calculator was like, yeah, he'll probably be like 105 pounds full grown. I'm like, I don't know the last time I weighed 105 pounds.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you'll just have to see when he gets older. So,
Luckily, this dog's obsessed with me and listens really well. Better recall than Tucker. Although Tucker's jealous now. So when I call Baz, Tucker comes.
oh,
So Tucker's learning recall now and actually doing it because now he's like, no, look at how good I am.
that's the older sibling syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
he's really cute though. He like definitely still doesn't like the baby. And like I think he only doesn't like him because he's a baby and he's like Baz is a lot. Haru's gonna be so fucking over it. It's gonna be real. I'm so excited. I'm gonna be sending you videos this whole festival.
Great. I can't wait.
Because Haru's gonna be so fucking over because Baz
He's
is so much.
I mean, yeah, he was yesterday with the 10-month-old pup. He would just be like, just stop, like would nip at like I'm
And
expecting that.
that does not stop Baz.
Great.
Does nothing. Him and Tucker, and like I've never had two dogs before. But I've always had bully breeds. So like I'm used to bully play. Like I like the growling, the snarling, the biting, the like all of it. Like I'm used to it. But boy, let me tell you, it is jarring when your two large dogs are just absolutely mauling each other in the backyard. But like they're wagging their tails and they're breaking apart and they're going back in. You're like, this is good play. Technically, Tucker grabs this baby and like body slams him into the ground and like is growling and snarling at him, and like they're just both having a fucking blast. So poor
That's fun.
Haru is gonna be like, I'm gonna bite Baz, and he'll back off. Baz is gonna be like, this is so great. We're having a great time. Thank you.
Yeah.
Baz just
So
grabs Tucker's face and pulls him down.
yeah, I'm expecting those videos. Um, because this one
I
just
don't know that Baz
grabs.
knows how to not bully play. So Haru's gonna have to bully play and beat the shit out of this puppy. And the puppy is very submissive, so he's gonna love it.
Yeah, we'll see. Yesterday he got mauled by all the bigger dogs. This poor thing. Um, he tried to escape from them a few times, but they kept obviously going to him. But we'll see. He held his own. He was fine. He's obviously very tired today. Like he
He's
can't
going to be
walk
exhausted when you get him back.
good. He
Exhausted. He is not going to want to move for days after a weekend at my house.
I mean, he barely wanted to fucking move this morning. I was like, you need to go to the bathroom, dude. Like,
Baz is gonna wreck this dog's shit. And like I'm a helicopter mom, so I will be never any further than like 2 feet. So at least you know he will be very
I'm
safe
not
the whole time.
I'm not too concerned. He'll be fine. That I'm just
These dogs start snarling and I just put hands in mouths. So I'm like, no.
yeah. Yeah. No, it's fine. I let's just hope that they become friends and that's it.
I don't think Baz will encounter anything in his life that he doesn't try to be friends with. And like he broke Tucker down, and you know Tucker.
Yeah.
Tucker's a miserable little cur. He hates everyone and everything. He when we take, I can't even say it because he's asleep. When we take family trips in the car and we take both of the dogs with us, when we get home, Tucker gets out first because like he's not he's used to the car and he knows how to function getting in and out. Baz still does not. Tucker gets out of the car and immediately sits down and waits for Baz to come out, and then walks up to the house with him and brings him with him.
That's cute. That's very cute.
It's so cute.
That's very
It's
cute.
so cute.
Yeah.
So like if Tucker is starting to love this dog, I don't think anybody can't love this dog.
Yeah.
Tell you what a fucking wildly different experience it is taking this dog out in public to stores than it is taking Tucker.
Uh, I'm sure it's wildly different.
Tucker goes in a store and if you like look at him, he's like,
Yeah.
What? Tucker's ready for a fight if you look in the general direction that he's standing as he picks out treats that he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Baz, you like fucking fart 3 blocks over and he's like, oh my god, hello, hi, hello, would you like to be friends with me? Would you like to pet me? Hello.
Yeah.
Baz wagging his tail, Mayor McCheese walking the fuck around trying to like go up to people and shit. I'm like, this is very different and I don't know what to do with it. He's friendly and social. I'm like, no, we're not
We
gonna do
don't.
that. No.
That's interesting.
Mommy has extreme social anxiety. We're not gonna go up to strangers who then talk to me. No, 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 no.
Yeah, I haven't brought him to the store because I just don't deal with people.
Well, he
So
gets sick in the car. He has a hard time going places.
he was in the car for 45 minutes yesterday, back and forth.
Yay. And he no puking, no nothing.
Going there the last 10 minutes, but then going home because he was
Oh,
tired.
yeah. He just asked
Um,
out.
yeah.
Well, at least your ride home from my house will be fine.
Yeah, it's the ride there that I'm always too scared of. It's the initial ride that freaks me out.
That's
Because
okay. He's
like
gonna get in my house and he's gonna get babied.
yeah, he got babied when he got to my friend's house. They're like, oh my God, he threw up.
He's
Poor
gonna come. I'm gonna be
thing.
like, this poor baby. I'm gonna have bone broth and be like, do you want some? I'll fucking spoon feed this dog bone broth. I don't care if he's upset and nervous because he's away from you and in an unknown place. I'm gonna sit and fucking hand feed this dog. I don't give a shit.
He's so, I mean, you know him. He's so easy. He'll take like 30 minutes. He's like, all right, I'm good. He's so fucking
But if
easy.
he has a hard time, I'm
Of
sleeping down.
course.
I'm already sleeping with him. I'm like, all right, like that's fine. Baz is gonna sleep here, so that Haru has his own space, and now I'm gonna lay there so he's not all alone, and he knows that it's okay.
So this is why parents hate us.
This is why when you need someone to watch your dog, you get a white girl, and you're like, hey, can you take my dog for the weekend? They're like, yes, I bought a bed, I bought.
I have everything here. Just bring the dog over.
Bring your dog to a white girl. She's gonna pamper the fuck out of that dog.
Truly. This is why they hate us. And I'm not even like a self-proclaimed like parent. Like that's my roommate. Or it's okay. Like he woke up.
Like,
Um
man, so
yeah,
excited.
he's chunky. Um okay. I think
That
that's
was our
it.
discussion about dog moms and
Oh,
dog momming.
oh, he is mad.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, he will
That's
be
it.
encouraged to bark at my house as well, by the way.
It's okay. I mean, I don't really as long as it's not during a call, I'm just like, you do you. I don't care. But it's always like
Baz
when
is learning how to howl and bark, and I'm like, yeah, do it. These are rewards. I'm giving treats. I like loud dogs.
I don't I don't care unless I'm on a call. Like a phone call on like with work. And of course that's when he's fucking barking.
Of
So,
course.
of course. Okay. Anything else? Any parting words?
Don't bully your local dog mom. They have just because they have a better life than you.
Damn.
Just because you're bitter.
Yeah, truly, honestly. Uh-huh. Anything else?
I think that covers it. I think that's
Okay,
it.
great. Like, comment, subscribe, rate our podcast on Spotify. Uh, follow us on Instagram and email us. I think this is
Yeah.
email
Email
us.
us and talk shit about dog moms if you want. I don't fucking care.
Email us is just to talk shit. This can be like, back in the day, the newspapers where you can just write in.
Yeah. And
Just
like this
write
is
in.
definitely a marginalizing episode. This is gonna like
Oh my God.
possibly, if more than 7 people watch this video, someone's gonna get fucking butthurt about it. Because we talked a lot of shit about having human babies, and people with human babies tend to fucking hate that. So feel free, talk shit. Cool.
There were 100 views on fucking belly buttons. I can only assume the white people are gonna find this. Like,
You know what? We're gonna name it some kind of dog mom shit, and they're gonna
and the
fucking
and
salivate.
these like Reddit people are gonna be like, oh my God, look at this fucking
Look at these fucking assholes.
look at this. Yeah. So, okay. All right. Bye.
On that note, bye.